Welcome to the UMass College of Engineering Career Center On-Demand Workshop Series. This video, entitled Career Fair and Interview Tips on Demand, consists of 3 parts: how to prepare for a technical career fair, what to do at the career fair, and how to expand the skills to an interview setting. Let's begin by thinking about how to prepare for a technical career fair. Many students make the mistake of showing up to a career fair unprepared. Let me assure you that the time and effort you spend preparing for a career fair will pay you back many times over. So what kinds of things can you do to prepare for a technical career fair? First, start with the end in mind. You should begin by thinking like the employer. What do employers look for when they are talking with candidates? Based on feedback from recruiters, engineering companies are looking for students who have strong technical, good problem solving, and communication skills, and who can work on multifunctional teams. Since you will be handing out your resume to many companies at a career fair, you want to make sure that it is in excellent condition. You should plan to attend a resume workshop at least 2 weeks before the career fair so that you will have time to make any necessary edits. Also, you want to make sure that you are presenting yourself in a professional manner. This includes dressing appropriately. If you do not have a professional suit and tie for gentlemen and shoes, you should get them before the career fair. Finally, knowledge is power when it comes to a career fair. Knowing as much about the company you will be talking with and how your background, experience, and interest match with what the company does is key to making a good impression. The UMass Career Center publishes a list of the companies who will be attending the Engineering and Technology Career Fair. Look through this list in advance and go to the website of the top 20 to 25 companies who you are interested in talking with. Next, make a note card for each of the companies you are interested in and include the company name, location, a brief description about what they do, and one interesting point that you have found out about them from their website. You should also include a couple of notes about the classes, labs, projects, or other experiences that you have had which would relate to what the company does. Now, rank the companies in order of your interest and number them 1 through 25. Now let's talk about what to do at the actual career fair. First, make sure that you are well groomed, which means showered, teeth brushed, clean nails, etc., and are dressed in your professional suit. Take with you your 25 to 30 copies of your resume and your stack of index cards. Before you walk in the door, take out your stack of index cards and pull out the very last card in the stack. Don't begin with your number 1 company. You will most likely be too nervous in the beginning. It's better to start with a company with lower stakes for you. Read the note card and then go to the table where the recruiter is standing. Smile, shake hands with the recruiter, and introduce yourself. A good introduction includes your name, your major, classification, and area of interest which relates to their company. For example, you could say, "Hello, I'm Julie Peterson. I'm a junior civil and environmental engineering student, and I'm very interested in river conservation." Be prepared for the recruiter to ask you what it is about the industry that you find interesting, or what your background is in this area. Because you have prepared well, you should be able to talk about the courses, projects, or other experiences that you have done which relate to this company. Also, sometime during the conversation, you can bring up the interesting fact that you found on their website. For example, you could say, "I noticed that you have a river restoration project going on in Bedford. I happen to have grown up in Bedford and spent many hours exploring the woods and rivers around that area." After you have visited a few of the companies toward the end of your list, you should begin to feel more confident. When this happens, move to the top of your list and go to your number 1 company's booth. You will want to be able to visit at least your top 10 to 15 companies. Always end the conversation by thanking the recruiter and asking if they have an email address that you can follow up with. Going on an interview is similar in many ways to going to a career fair. As with a career fair, you will want to look professional and be prepared for your interview. The main difference is that with a career fair, you will be talking with many companies for only about 5 minutes each. Therefore, you only need to research each company briefly so that you can have an intelligent professional conversation with them. At an interview, you will need to do more extensive research on the company because you will spend several hours with them and will probably talk with more than one company representative. If you are preparing for an interview, make sure that you have a solid understanding of the overview of the company structure. What are their divisions? What products do they make? What processes do they use? And who their clients are, etc. Also, make sure that you have thought carefully about how your background, including academic classes and your experiences, including specific skills, would match with what the company is looking for. For example, if the company is ExxonMobil and they are looking to hire a mechanical engineer to work on their pipeline, it would be important to go over your notes on fluid mechanics to make sure that you could answer any technical question that they have. Also, be prepared to give specific examples of projects you have completed related to their area of interest. Many companies use behavioral interview questions in their interviews. Behavioral interviewing is based on the principle that the best predictor of future performance is past performance. Therefore, they may ask you to describe how you solved a specific issue or how you handled a specific problem. An example might be, tell us about a time when you experienced conflict on a technical team. How did you resolve it? When a company is sure that you are technically strong and have a solid technical, computer, and communication skills, they will also try to assess how well you will fit into their company culture. There are ways for you to begin to determine what the company culture is like before you go on the interview. Look at their website. How do they describe themselves? If they describe themselves as an out-of-the-box company who finds innovative ways to solve problems, then what kind of person do you think they want to hire? Or do they describe themselves as a company with long-standing tradition of excellence and precision? What kind of person would fit in well here? These types of descriptions will give you a clue as to how the company sees themselves and who would fit in well. Finally, keep the interview professional. Resist the urge to share too much personal information, such as a struggle you're having with your career choice or a professor who you feel was unfair to you. Also, you do not need to discuss other job offers at the interview. Remember, as with the career fair, you want to make sure and thank everyone you are interviewing with and follow up with a thank you email a day or two after the interview. Making sure to stay upbeat and professional will leave a positive impression on potential employers.